In this video, I'll walk you through the process that I would use to make ₱1,000,000 from scratch without any network, no capital, and only using the skills that are readily available. So stick around and let's go through this process together. Let's be honest, ₱1,000,000 is life-changing money. But when we think about ₱1,000,000, we get intimidated because it feels so out of reach. Because we think to ourselves that 7 figures is a lot of money. And it is, actually. And so we think that the only way for us to make ₱1,000,000 is if we have the right network, if we already have capital to begin with, or if you have a lot of followers. What if I told you that you could actually start a business without any of those things?
You expect me to believe all this?
You can start a business from scratch and scale it to 7 figures without any capital, no network, and using whatever you have available today. So a little backstory as to why I'm creating this video. About a year ago, I actually created another business from scratch, aside from the marketing agency that we have. It was a coaching business called the Freedom Formula. And when I started that business, I didn't really any plans of creating a business to begin with, to be honest. But I thought to myself, what if I actually created the coaching business? And so I spent a good hour writing down what the inclusions would be, what the program would offer, who I could offer that program to. And then I just posted this very simple promotion on my social media account. And to cut a long story short, within the first 48 hours, I closed about ₱100,000 in sales. Today, that business has existed for a little less than a year. So the reason why I share that is to show you that it's possible to start a business from scratch with nothing more than a Google document, a Zoom account, and make ₱1,000,000. So if I had to do that all again, what I would do is start a business, and more specifically, a service-based business. So think about consulting, coaching, providing a creative service, accounting services, finance services, developing apps or providing AI services to people. So all of these things are services that you provide and that you can scale by getting multiple clients at the same time. So why a service-based business? Because number one, a service-based business is scalable. Anyone can start a service business. Not everyone can start a coffee shop. Not everyone can have a retail store, but anyone and everyone already provides a service, especially if you're already employed. Because if you have a boss and you're employed by a company, you're already providing a service. So all you have to figure out is to turn that service into something that you can provide to multiple clients. If you get multiple clients, if you start with 2 clients, and then you go to 5, and then you go to 10, 20, your income will scale along with the number of clients that you have. The second reason why you want to start a service business, and this might be controversial, is because it's secure. So a lot of people think that business is very up and down. And in some way or another, there is some level of uncertainty. But think of it this way. If you were employed today and you lost your job, you would lose 100% of your income. But if you had a service-based business and you had 4 clients and you lose 1, you'll still have 3. You're actually building more security and certainty for yourself when you have a service-based business. So now we've talked about why it's important to start a service-based business. Now let's talk about how, the method that will help you to start your service-based business. And I have a 3-part framework that I want to share with you today to help you get started. It's very simple because it follows an acronym that's very easy to remember. The acronym C.E.O. So the C.E.O. stands for customer, expertise, and offer. Let's go through them one by one. So the first thing that you want to start off with is knowing who your customer is. So who do you want to help? With the service that you want to provide, who is your target audience? And that might sound very cliche. Obviously, I need to know who my customer is. But you'll be surprised how many people, when they start a business, they don't even have an idea of who they want to help. I really believe that one of the things that you have to have set up first before you start anything in your business is understand who your target audience is. And don't start with anything very vague like, oh, I really want to help entrepreneurs. Of course you want to help entrepreneurs because they have the money to pay you. But the question is, what kind of entrepreneurs? You want to work with people in the tech space? Do you want to work with people in the info space? Do you want to help content creators? Do you want to help business owners who might run brick and mortar stores in the food industry? So you want to be as specific as possible. Where do they live? What are the challenges that they're going through? One mistake that a lot of service business owners, aspiring business owners make when they're starting off is they think about a customer that they don't even know yet.
Who the hell is this guy?
You'll think about, a person in Metro Manila if you're living in Iloilo or Bacolod. Or you think about starting a business where your clientele is someone in the United States when you really don't know anyone there. When you start a service-based business, the best place to start is with your current network right now. It's the people that you know, people who are already on your Facebook account, people who are already on your LinkedIn account, people who you already have a connection with, a relationship with, and then building a service around that. And then once you have that in mind, the next thing that you want to do is you want to take a notebook, you want to take a pen, and start writing down their names. Start writing down 20, 30, 40, 50 people that you know who you want to help and who could benefit from the service that you have. Once you've got the customer nailed down, the next thing you need to figure out is your expertise. And so the truth of the matter is, this is actually one of the hardest parts of this entire framework. Because you might have a customer, but if you don't have expertise, you don't really have anything to provide. So I share this part with a little bit of a caveat, because of course anyone can say that they're an expert at something. Especially if you're talking about a service that might not really need a license or a certificate. If you're providing accounting services, that's very different because you need a certain level of education to do that. But if you're talking about digital marketing, content writing, these are services that you don't really have to qualify for, but you still need to have a level of expertise. The best place for you to start is whatever you're doing professionally that's already getting accolades and attention. If you're in the office and people are telling you that you're completely good at this, then that's obviously somewhere that you want to start. Why? Because there's already a demand for the skills that you have, and you already have a proven portfolio and proven case studies to back you up. So once you have a customer and now you have the expertise, the last thing that you need is to create an offer. And you want to create an offer so compelling that people are going to be ready to sign up to work with you. Alex Hormozi shared this idea of the irresistible offer, an offer so good that someone would feel stupid not to get it. And that's what you want to create. You want to create this offer so compelling that when people look at it, they're going to go and say, I definitely want to work with you. Later on, I'm going to share with you a little bit of the secret sauce that has helped me create offers in our businesses across all of the service businesses that we've created, that has helped us to get clients to sign up and part with money as soon as we give them the offer. So to visualize all of this, let's imagine, for example, that you are a copywriter by profession and you work for a company in-house. So obviously, the best route for you there is to start a ghostwriting service. And so if you want to say, let's say, for example, you want to make ₱1 million in 1 year or 10 months, just to keep the math very simple. So what that means is that you have to make 100,000 pesos every single month for the next 10 months to make ₱1 million. So how do you do that? So you could either close 5 clients and get them to pay you 200,000 pesos for a couple of projects, or you could actually get these 5 clients to pay you 20,000 per month as a writer for their business. And so if you think about it, 20,000 pesos a month times 10 months, that's 200,000 pesos per client. 5 clients gets you ₱1 million. Here's the kicker, you only need 5 clients to get to ₱1 million. If you have a coffee shop and you have 5 customers, you're probably gonna run out of cash very quickly and close down your business very soon. But in this kind of setup, where you're building a service-based business, 5 clients will get you to ₱1 million in 1 year alone. Here's the problem that a lot of people get stuck with when they're starting a service-based business: getting clients. When we think about getting clients, we think that what do I do? Do I need to reach out to as many people as possible? Do I need to have a portfolio first, a website? All of those things, once again, are very important. The only way for you to actually get clients is to get people to be so convinced with your service that they're going to sign up right away. The question is, how do you do that? What you need to figure out is the value of your offer. What value does it provide? Now, the word value is a very vague idea that a lot of people, a lot of these coaches are throwing out all the time. Just give value, give value. What does that actually really mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Going back to the example of the ghostwriting service, this is one of the best ways to kind of think about value. So if you wrote an ebook, for example, for a friend of yours who wants to be an author, and you charge that person 100,000 pesos. And then you get 10 clients to do that, 1,000,000 pesos. But the value here essentially is if you write that book for 100,000 pesos and you write a book so good, so compelling, that your friend or the person that hired you is going to sell 5,000 copies of that book at 500 pesos each. That person is going to make 2.5 million pesos from your service. So that's a 25x growth from the 100,000 pesos that they invested in you. That's how you spot value. Your value could be a desired status, a return on investment, like that example that we shared about, time that these people will save by working with you, by avoiding all of the headaches and all of the lost time just doing it themselves, or anything that your ideal customer wants. Simply put, your goal as a service provider is to help your customers, your clients, make their goals a reality. Their success will become your success, and it's as simple as that. I'd love to hear in the comment section below, what kind of service can you provide and how can you turn that into a service-based business? This is obviously just the starting point, and there's a lot that we can go through in this kind of like topic. This could become a whole series of its own. If you think that it could be helpful to you, then let me know, because I would love to make more videos about this topic. But all that said and done, my goal here is simply to show you that it is possible to make 1,000,000 pesos with a business that will not require capital, will not require a massive network, and one that will only require the skills that you already have today.